Methods. I was talking about this over at RVA the other day. I don't even remember the whole conversation, but I'm sure it went something like this. Well, I saw one that had slots on it. I was like, I've never tried those. And I started talking about what I liked and what I didn't like about different methods. As an example, wrap and tuck is extremely secure. But every time you put it in, you gotta be really careful to make sure you're tied up. And then if it's not right, you're trying to adjust it after the fact. And if you have carpal tunnel or any issues with your hands, you have to redo it a couple of times to get it right. That can make your hand hurt. But it's a great attachment method for security. It's really secure. Then I started talking about clamps, and I'd had trouble with it tearing on the edges. I've since think I fixed that issue. But I started talking about it. So I like clamps for the fact that when you put it in, it's the exact same depth every time. Still, you can, when it's loose, you can adjust it back and forth easy enough, and then boop, push it on so it's not going to move and tie it. Done. Super easy. The disadvantage is if you get it too tight, it's a pain in the ass to get off. If it's too loose, the band slips. So that's the disadvantages. Now, I think those bitches are the ones in my attic. Squirrels. Sorry, I feed the bastards. So if you have something, you can make use your tool, make it bigger, so if you got crampy hands, it's easy to work and keep it with you. I like this method. I like them all relatively. And I said something about tabs. I said the only problem with tabs is you can only shoot them with tubes. He goes, no, you can shoot them with flats. I say, what? He goes, yeah, you can shoot flats on, I don't know if he said flats on tabs, and I'm kind of just trying to remember what the fuck we said. So I got home and I was thinking about it. Flats on tabs, flats on tabs. So I went out to the garage. I got some monkey nuts and tied it up. This is a little Saker I got from Tim. I like these things. I'm trying to get the demon love child between this and this put together, because I'll talk about that slingshot one day. Maybe I'll talk about it tomorrow. Anyways, long story short, advantages to this. You get the security of the clamp and the tie-on, because it's a pin going through. So as long as it just doesn't fall apart, all you have to do is get this fairly snug. It ain't got to be super tight, because it's just operating on a little compression. So I like that part, the ease of use. When you're tying your band set up, you make sure you got your shit straight. So when you put it on, then it's even. Same thing as the clamp. Every time when you attach it, it's going to be the same. There's no adjustment because, well, it's all tied up. It's all set up for you. So I like that. Now I will say something that's kind of a downside. So when you pull on it, I don't know if you can see that in the camera, but you can tell where your tension's at. For me, I put more tension on the top. That's good to know. So they will stretch up on one side versus the other depending on your tension. So that is the disadvantage, I guess. But for me, it lets me know that, oh, you're pulling heavier up here, so your shot's going this way. So adjust to where your shot goes this way. I like that part of it. And I've been shooting this thing like this for about a week. I got another one, a Stinger made up, same way, monkey nuts on it. I really like Spanky monkey nuts. The targets are too nice to shoot at. I got one in the house or in my box. I'll hang it up eventually. But I've got targets hung up with back there. I got a Rogers nut or little ball. So you can let Roger know I got his little ball hanging up. I was gonna put both of his balls up, but I figured why shoot both of them? That just sounds painful. Got a spinner, so I'll pause this bitch, flip it the fuck around, and You see how bad I shoot. There we go. I forgot to hit start last time. So, yeah, I've been shooting a couple rounds this morning. I got probably 10, 15. I'm right at 33 feet where I'm standing. Next to the, around the phone. I really need to finish my coffee. I'm letting it cool off. I like cold coffee. Don't get me started on how. Now, I can't hit the little bastard once in a blue fucking moon, and you're like, well, why don't you shoot something bigger? Well, I could, but in the words of Roger, see, I wasn't paying attention. To make you a better shot, because it's a smaller target, you really got to concentrate. You know, I still fuck around with bigger shit, but he has a point. I might have partied too hard last night. Oh, let's send one more down to the box. Damn. Alright. It's time to finish my coffee. Let's ding the pan. And I'm out, bitches. Now get the fuck out of my face and go shoot something.